Hello, welcome back to Southwest Florida Woodworking. My name is Sean. I had some problems with my microphone, so I'm doing a voiceover on this. As you can tell, this video and another one, the next one coming up, will have a voiceover instead of audio with the video because I had some issues with my mic and, well, I had to figure out how to fix the issues, so this is what I'm doing. First item up here is a Clark expansive bit. It was made by the Conval Company, the Connecticut Valley Manufacturing Company in Centerbrook, Connecticut. This is an antique. It did come with the two cutters. You've got the bit with the two cutters. The smaller cutter cuts up to 1.25 inches. The bigger cutter cuts up to 3 inches. Tool was in very good condition when I purchased it. I purchased it from eBay, got a very good deal on it because it also came with a countersink. The cutters are sharp. Now, as you can see here, I'm showing how they go together. What you do is you put it in there and you undo that screw, and then you can slide that bit back and forth and make your hole the size that you want it. Like I said, it's in very good condition. It looked like it hardly been used, or if it had been used, it had only been used a few times. It's been sitting in the original box, so it is an excellent deal. I just have one thing to say about this. You can get some excellent deals on eBay on tools if you know what you're looking for. You got to look and see. Now, here's the countersink that's made by. It's made by G.B. Wheeler, patent countersink. Now, this is an old countersink. It's probably early 1900s. It's a rotary countersink, but it's not like the four-wing cutters that we have today. This one acts like a little microplane. You put it in the brace, you stick it in the hole, and you start turning, and it shaves instead of cutting like the four-wing cutters do. This is like a little, like I said, like a little rotary plane that works on your materials, makes a better hole. The hole is a lot smoother, and I've used it a few times on some flathead screws, and the screws went in and it held tight, and it didn't sink into the wood like it would normally. Like with those four-wing cutters that kind of damage the fibers, this just shaves them off, so it keeps the hole nice and sound. Now the next thing we've got coming up here is another expansive cutter. This is an Irwin. It was made by the Irwin Tool Company. It's a number 22A micro dial brace bit. Comes in a little plastic case. Now this here is a Stanley 945 bit brace. This one here was in excellent condition. Just needs some cleaning up. The finish on the arms and stuff is in excellent condition. The teeth in the jaw are excellent. It does need to be cleaned up quite a bit, but it is in excellent condition. Like I said, it is a Stanley 945. It does have this one here has the ratchet. I do have a second one, exact same model with the ratchet, but it was in worse condition. But it always helps to have two of them at the same time, because you drill your hole, and of course you want to put in a screw or something. You can put your countersink in the other brace and go right to work. You got one, you drill your hole, put in your countersink, and you're done. As you can see, I showed the jaws there. The jaws are in excellent condition. Everything moved freely. The ratchet works. Just need to put a little oil on the handle where you put the palm of your hand, or you put it into your shoulder to turn it. You do need to put a little oil in there every once in a while. You know, of course, in the ratchet and the chuck itself, so that it moves freely as you're using it. The other nice thing about these bits is you can work in a corner, almost directly into the corner of an item, because of the ratchet mechanism. Whereas with a regular drill, you have the body of the drill that kind of gets in your way. You have to be so far off the corner because the drill just won't get all the way into the corner. This here, you can almost put it right dead into the corner with minimal clearance, but you've got the ratchet, so you can still make your hole by ratcheting, which is a nice feature of an older tool. I've got several right angle drills, and most of them, you can't get as close as you can with a bit and brace. So I feel that these are useful, especially in the shop. I mean, using them out in the field, I don't think you'd want to use them out in the field. But in the shop, for doing certain things, they work excellent. It also goes with my philosophy. I use machines, but I also use hand tools, so that I also put that personal touch into the items that I create, because I am using older tools to make modern products. So that's just how it works. Now this here is the other one that I purchased. As you can see, most of the plating is gone, but it still works. It still works. It's an older tool, but the plating may be gone, but the tool functions properly. It functions like it should. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the plating is gone, so it's not as shiny. But this one here, as you can see, the second one, the jaws that hold the bits, there was an issue with the tip of it. It doesn't have the square in it like it should. I mean, it's been well used, but I have noticed that if you go on eBay, or there's a few other places, you can still buy replacement jaws for these bits and for these braces. So if you need one, you can always find one. They're still available. Now, it just took me a little bit of time. I put my tools back together so that I didn't lose parts as I'm doing this demonstration. Like I said, both of these are excellent condition, working condition. Just one looks a little bit prettier than the other. But they are Stanleys. They're made in the U.S. They're number 945s. It's a 10-inch. By 10-inch, they mean the swing is 10-inch across. You get a 10-inch diameter circle as you're cranking it around. They do make some that are bigger, but that's mostly for your bigger bits. You know, if you've got a bit bigger than 3-inch, you're going to want something a little bit bigger than a 10-inch brace. and the 3-inch on a 10-inch brace is pushing it just a little bit. It is a little hard to move, but it does work. As long as your cutter is sharp, you're good. Alright, so the next deal I came up on here is this set of chisels. This set of chisels, they're wood carving chisels. They're for carving. It's a 12-piece set. It comes with all the cutters you'd want. You've got an inside gouge. You've got the 2 skews left and right. That's creates a concave. That one there's another convex. There's another half circle gouge. You've got it's got a V-tip to it. Here's your scoop, just a scoop. It's got a flat chisel. There's another gouge, and you got a V chisel. And these are all for carving. I mean, the set was made in China, I think. They're not a bad set. When I did receive them, they do need to be sharpened, and they need to be sharpened very well because the edges on them are blunt. You can't, I mean, it's a rough sharpening on them, so you have to go through and sharpen them. For the price that the price that I paid for the set, it's not bad. The blades seem pretty good. Now the next thing up here is I did purchase a sharpening stone set. Now this set is for my flat irons, for my chisels and my planes. They are water stones, but this set is another deal that I acquired off of Amazon. I was looking for a decent set of water stones to be able to do my sharpening. It did come with the flattening stone, which is kind of nice, so you don't have to buy a diamond plate right away. But it came with the little base, and you've got the stones, 400 to 1,000, and then 3,000 to 8,000 grit. So that was a decent deal from Amazon for the 4 stones and the flattening stone. Next thing I got here is a it's not in the shot here, but I did get a leather strop for creating sharp edges. But I did purchase it from Amazon. And it was a fast turnaround. I think I got it in like a day or two. Yeah, there it is. I got the leather strop, and it did come with the green paste stick to put it on there and create your sharp edges. And I have used it, and it works very well. Puts a very scary sharp edge on your blade. It is 3 inches by 8 inches wide. So for the complete sharpening set, it was with this next set of stones, which also comes with its own strop. So this set here has all the stones for doing the shape chisels, like the ones, the carving set that I bought. This has got all the stones in it for doing all the shapes on those. It's got the inside and outside grooves for being able to sharpen those style chisels, and it also comes with its own little block there, which the stones fit into. And the backs can be used as flats also, just for flattening. So if you need to sharpen a set of carving chisels, this set would work very well. As you can see, you pull that out. This set came with a 400 and 1000 grit sharpening stones. So now the next thing up is the strop that I bought to go with this. It's made by FlexCut. It's a FlexCut slip strop. It is for working with the chisels, just like this set of sharp pebble stones is. It's actually for doing the carving chisels. It's a little block, and it's got all the spaces just like the stones do, and it also has a flat spot on the back that you can use as a strop to flatten blades and stuff. The kit did come with its own little stick of honing compound, and it's I bought them together as a package deal, sort of. I purchased them separately, but I consider it a package deal because I bought them both at the same time. Got the stones and then the strop so that I can make them nice and sharp. The next thing here is this Zona saw. It's a dovetail razor saw. This is something that I was surprised. It's an 020. It's a .020 inch kerf, 8-inch blade length, and it'll do up to about 1.75 inches. This saw here, I purchased it kind of because of the price at the time, until I found out that this saw was made. You can't see it in the thing. The lighting was kind of screwy, so it kind of glared off the thing. But this saw was made in the US. I've used this saw already, and the saw works excellent. It was worth the price I paid. It does have a nice stiff back. I prefer a brass back, but this one has it looks like to be aluminum. But this company that manufactured it was in Bethel, Connecticut. Which is quite surprising. Now, as you can see here, this thing cuts a very fine. It's 18 teeth per inch. It's almost like cutting with a hacksaw, almost, but it does do dovetails very well. The only gripe that I have about it is I wish the back was just a little bit stiffer. It was of a different material. But other than that, it's an excellent saw. It does cut on the push stroke. It's not like a Japanese saw that cuts on the pull stroke. This cuts on the push stroke, so, which is what I'm used to. I guess it's a personal preference as to what you use. So, you know, like I've said in the past, sometimes the cheaper tools are actually better. And I prefer to purchase American-made tools over European or Asian-made stuff, you know, made in China, made in Taiwan. Well, the stones that I bought were made in, if I remember correctly, I think they were made in China. But you can't beat the price on them. They've got the facilities to make them a lot better. So, yeah. But like I said, this saw here, it's a really good saw. I don't see any problems with it.
Oh, Sean.
Yep.
Feed this to your dog. Here.